Jaws are the only thing except beards that can make you look 10 times more attractive. Unfortunately, not every one of us has really good jaws. The probability of having a very good jaw is lesser than having a beard that is not patchy. By the way, if you want to have a very dense beard, we have done a video on it. Do check it out. Okay, so first of all, we need to define what a good jawline is when it comes to men. Now, this is very basic. Basically, it needs to be structured and angular, so it can't be rounded, because if you have a very rounded jaw, you might look childlike, you might have a baby face, so we don't want that. We need it to be structured and angled. Okay, so we have divided the solution into two parts. One is the quick fixes and one is the long-term solutions. The first part that we are going to see are quick fixes. So maybe you have some event right now that you want to attend and you want yourself to look a little less fat. So the first quick fix is sodium intake and water consumption. So consuming more sodium obviously retains more water in your body, making you look bloated. This depends from person to person where you retain the water. It can be under your chin, it can be near your jaw, or it can be in your abdominal area. Anyway, it's not a good thing to happen to you. So one of the biggest mistakes that people do while reducing sodium intake is they forget about the other sources of sodium. Salt is not the only source of sodium. If you pick up a tomato ketchup or tomato ketchup or whatever you want to call it, that has a lot of sodium too. So you need to look at the sources of sodium, and you need to look at all the food sources and you need to figure out if it has sodium. It's like looking for calorie content. You need to look at the sodium content in those foods. Also, do not reduce sodium to a very low level. 500 milligrams is the minimum, but reaching this 500 milligram lower level is very difficult. For example, 1 teaspoon of salt has 2300 milligrams of sodium. Okay, so the quick fix number 2 is growing out a beard. Look at my beard right now. So basically it's just highlighting my jawline. This is making my jaw look better than it is. Okay, so also standing straight increases your height, makes you look thinner. There was a research done in Louisville, whatever you want to call it. They took 60 people, took pictures of them before and after correct posture. And obviously the ones with the correct posture were rated higher on a scale of 1 to 10. Now we'll be heading towards the long-term fixes to your jawline if you have a weak jawline or if you want to improve your jaw. The first long-term fix is growing out your jaw muscles by doing jaw exercises. Now there are many jaw exercises. There will be a link in the description to all the exercises, do check it out. However, these have certain limitations. Just as your biceps, just as your arms, for example, the triceps are much bigger than the biceps. If you emphasize more on the biceps, your arms might not get that big. It's the same with your jaw. Basically, this muscle that can make your jaw look wider is very small. There are other exercises too, the ones that can help you tone down the fat below your chin. However, I don't find this method very effective, and it is after all a very long-term method. You know better than this, you can also go to the gym and lose some fat, which is our next point. So the second point for a long-term fixes is obviously losing fat. If you lose fat, this again depends on how your genetics work. Some people store fat only in their bellies, some people store fat only in their man boobs. Some people store fat below their jaw. So if you're unfortunate or fortunate, however, losing fat will obviously define your jaw more. This is kind of unavoidable. You need to lose fat to make your jaw more defined. When you have fat, it'll obviously look rounded and fatter. So the third long-term point, we'll be heading to the last point, which is the third long-term point. Okay, so the last point for this video, which is the third long-term fix, is implants. Now, some of you might be like, this is a quick fix. Obviously, it is if you have money lying around and you have planned it in advance. So that is kind of not a quick fix. Again, you have to research about this. I don't know a lot about this, I'm just being honest. So do a research, go to a dermatologist or a plastic surgeon to find out about it, but it is an option. Thank you for watching this video. Do check out our other video, especially the patchy beard video if you have a patchy beard. That's the third time I'm saying it. Please do check it out. And do subscribe if you like the video. अरे यार पसीना बहुत पसीना
पसीना तू